Hey, there's help finally. Morning, guys. Welcome to some more Trucking Diaries. Don't we just love trucking? Get up this morning and old Bruiser's wanting to be a little warm. Anybody wondering, watched the last video, that knows that belt tensioner or whatever is going bad, it's still on there. I double checked, made sure everything's on there. I think this truck has a gear driven water pump to start with, but I don't know if we got a thermostat sticking shut, sticking open, probably shut, more or less, but I don't know at this point. I'm gonna pull across the street. The old man said he's had issues with this thing, kind of doing this little number on the temperature gauge every once in a while too, so we're gonna pull across the street and see, you know, getting some RPMs up in it will help it go back where it needs to be. I really don't know what's going on with this thing. As far as getting warm, but it's not overheating by any means. It gets up, really it was close to 210 this morning when I got up, but you know, that's pretty warm. On the warm side, not hot. I wouldn't consider that hot, but at the same time, it should be staying about, you know, 180, 190, somewhere in there. But going down the road, it don't really get above 185. So I don't know. It stays about 175, 185 going down the road. But the only thing I can see is the engine fans not kicking on and off. To get a little more detail on that. So at this point, about all I know to do is talk it over to the old man, see what he wants to do as far as it goes. Like I said, it's not getting hot, so I'm not overly concerned on it yet, but you know, it could be an issue later on. So, you know, that's kind of where we're at on it. Wally's. Looks like it's kind of like a Buc-ee's, but there are a lot of trucks in here. I'm gonna go ahead and check this place out. Definitely not as hectic as a Buc-ee's, but we got some sandwiches, pulled pork and brisket, so we're gonna give it a shot. Here's brisket sandwich. You can see got a pretty good chunk of fat on there, a little bit of meat. A few decent slices on there. See how it tastes. Definitely not mine, but not terrible. I'd give it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it a 6.5 or so on the brisket. Got this pulled pork. No sauce. I should have probably asked for sauce. Pulled pork usually goes better with sauce. First bite. Not horrible. Not overly seasoned. I like a lot of seasoning on my meat. But not overly seasoned. I mean, it's flavorful. You don't really taste the pork real strongly, I should say. Not overly smoked. I don't know. I rank it probably about a 6. I mean, it ain't nothing to get excited about, but it ain't horrible, you know what I mean? I'd do it again if I was hungry. We're gonna finish this up, head on down the road a little bit further. Well, we're getting ready to roll out the Resteria. We're We're at the 26 mile marker or something here on 55, just north of St. Louis. We need to go out and kick the fires and light the tires. You know how that goes. But we dug into the fan a little bit yesterday, or figure out why this thing's wanting to run warm, and that's what we found. These fans are a clutch fan, air actuated clutch fan. And what I found is, you know, much like on Fireball, where I would, you know, trying to get air to and from the fan to see if it would engage and disengage like it's supposed to. This one, you take the air away. The fail-safe on these systems is you lose air to the fan should kick on and start going, whee. Well, long story short, take the air away, fan don't do its thing, it's still free spinning. You can stick your hand and grab hold of the fan while the engine's running. Shouldn't do that. So, come to the conclusion that the clutch fan is bad, or clutches are bad inside the fan. So we're okay heading down the road, and we probably could run it all night, be okay, and not get into the danger zone here. But played it safe. We left it off last night. We're gonna go deliver, go get loaded, go home, and probably dig in. They say, you know, most fans you can put a bolt into it to lock it into place. We'll see if we can do that with this fan. I don't know much on these ISXs. You know, they're more of a fancy type of motor than them Detroits there. You know, sometimes simplicity is a little bit better. We'll find out on this deal. This is not the ideal situation. No, sir. And naturally, on the side of we're on a get off ramp. That's better than being up there, but oh man. We're gonna see what we can't figure out here. We're gonna try to pull the drive shaft out and see if we can't get the truck to do truck things, because technically we should be able to. That's a rear drive shaft. I'll show you from up here. It goes from axle to axle. Took out the brake chamber there, and air line, air fittings. I don't know what else is going on, but yeah, that's our situation right now. Guess I have to look on the bright side here. Taking a minute, just smashed the crap out of my finger with a hammer before I lose my temper. We went downtown St. Louis, so I guess we have to look on the bright side, and this ain't a busy exit whatsoever, at least not yet. Got a nice pretty pond. I don't know, about 7-8 years ago I was broke down, same exit number, but kind of catty corner for me. I was going northbound and lost the idler pulley. I don't know. Some decisions just aren't very wise. You know what I'm saying? we got everything hooked up where I could start limping the truck on home. Well, we missed one minor detail with the brakes. Well, I had brakes at a slow speed. Once I got up to speed, none. See what's going on around here? Yeah, I made it into Missouri. I'm on I-55. But wouldn't you know, when I have zero brakes, the dadgum traffic would come to a stop. Don't worry. Nobody got hurt. Nothing got damaged. Just a little, you know what I'm saying here. Long story short, we had a very, very close call. The only option I had was honestly to grab the parking brake and lock the parking brake down and hope for the best. God got me through it. Nobody got hurt. We did it. So now we're waiting on a tow truck because I'm under strict orders. Do not move that truck on its own power. So mother-in-law has spoken. Hey, there's help finally. Well, we're about hooked up. Special thanks to Buckley. Boy, the old river's coming up. I tell ya. Got a little ways up to the road. Not much. There's probably about another 6 foot there. See if we can get the waterfall rolling up here. Yep, it's rolling.